My presentation today was about EDF Energy's nuclear new build programme. Provided the East of England Energy Group conference with a brief update on where we are with the Sizewell C project. It's a project that will create hundreds, thousands of jobs in our region, and also supply chain opportunities, which of course are of particular interest to the audience today. I think that people are interested in the supply chain opportunities that could come out of this, but obviously also very keen because we've got the all energy offer in the east of England. People who are involved in other sectors also want to know how nuclear is getting on, particularly from an offshore wind perspective, where we've got major projects in the pipeline. We want to understand how we're getting on so that we can map out exactly how these projects are going to perhaps run in tandem. We are of course going to be trying to upskill, through partnerships with FE colleges and local authorities and so on, upskill our local populations and get as many people locally employed as possible on these sites and indeed offshore too. So it's important that everybody is aware of how we're progressing, because there's going to be a huge amount of activity going on in the sector. We are making firm progress in terms of Hinkley Point C. It's important to note that Sizewell C is of course dependent on how we progress with our first project down in Somerset, but we are making good progress with equity partners. We are going through the EU state aid process at the moment. We hope the Commission will make an announcement on the new market reform structure that incentivises private sector investment in nuclear new builds. We hope for that in the autumn. And for Sizewell, crucially, we are really working hard to come out with more detailed proposals for a second stage of public consultation later this year. I think that with a fair wind, with a positive planning consent and a final investment decision for Sizewell, which of course are very major milestones in and of their own right, we will be building in the 2020s, and just beforehand, to that peak point where we've got 5,600 workers on site, hopefully numerous local suppliers involved in the project, and we'll be building, crucially, a project that will deliver 3.2 gigawatts of low carbon electricity, 7% of the UK's needs, in our site just to the north of Sizewell B on the Suffolk coast.